seeking him, but allowing God to remove those things in your life so you can love correctly, that you can connect with others, because the world we live in today, so many things are happening. And sometimes, you have to even where your discernment needs to be at play, because so many people are going through things right now and you don't even know why they are acting or doing things or saying things, and you have to show love. You have to show love. And even if you of Jesus, he showed love. He that he did what his father told him to do, and he shared love. And his love, it sometimes came through the demonstration of healing. Love can sometimes bring healing. Not only that, especially world, where people are literally killing themselves.
Mhm.
People are killing themselves, and the enemy, if he can get you not to love yourself, that's the thing. I can't even imagine. You're coming to that state where if the enemy can, tell you that you're not enough, or tell you that you're not worthy, or tell you that why do you even exist? Why do you even exist? That's why you have to be so careful. The reason why we love is so people can see that we are truly women and men of God.
And let me read this portion of scripture to back that up. Again, I'm still in First John, okay, and then we're going to segue this into another discussion about love as well that I think is real important. But I want to bring this up to bring up something that she said. Listen to this. This is chapter 4, still in First John. Matter of fact, like I said, homework assignment. Read First John if you really want to understand the demonstrative nature of love and how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. Read First John, okay? Great read. But anyway, it says this. The apostle says this. He says, we love because what? He first loved us. Okay. If anyone says, I love God, and watch this, and hates his brother, he is a liar. For he does not love his brother whom he has seen, cannot love God whom he has not seen. Catch this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. And it
Oops.
says, oh, whoops, hold on. Sorry about that, family. Again, technology. Okay. But it says,
So,
yeah, sorry about that. There you go. Got it?
no,
No,
hold on,
okay.
I think. Yep, it did.
Can y'all hear us? There we go. Okay. Yep. Sorry about that. So anyway, it says that if anyone, okay, hates his brother, he is a liar. For he who does not love his brother whom he has seen cannot love God whom he has not seen. Okay. And so at the end of the day, right, I mean, it's kind of just clear cut. I don't even really take a lot of theology to explain that. If you don't have love for your brother or love for your fellow human being, if you don't operate in this agape kind of love, right? How can you sit here and say it? Like, because you ever wonder like how some Christians can just be so, they'll sit up there and they throw their hands up and everything else, right? But man, they can be some of the most mean spirited and just bitter people and ugh, you know what I mean, type of people. I never understood that dichotomy of thought, but that's another discussion for another day. And I want to use that to segue into this because one of the challenges of love is this. Okay, now we're talking about the God love, and I'm going to use this to segue into what I think is probably one of the most important aspects of love, as far as Jesus being the fulfillment of love. Now, let me give a quick analogy real quick, and I think we'll get ready to wrap up because keep us honest on the time there, guys. Okay, keep us honest on the time. But I think I'll use this to segue into this point here. Now, I'm going to use me and my wife as an example. Y'all follow this, okay? Now, when I realized that, that she was the one for me, and I want y'all to really pay attention. And my married people will understand this, okay? When I realized that she was the one for me, when I said, yes, that little chocolate woman right there, that's who I want. Okay, I want that woman. Lord, give me that woman. Okay, and everything else, right? So I had to reach out to her. Okay, had to reach out to her. So we reconnected because we were, we had a connection at one point, but we kind of distanced ourselves for a minute. But then we reconnected, right? So in that reconnection, it was established that like, okay, look, I want to be with you. I want to have relationship with you. You are the one. Okay. I want to, so I want to pour myself into you, if I can say it like that. So basically I had to do everything I could as a man, as the quote unquote lover, if you will, to show her that, hey, I want to show you that I can love you, right? So as the process of showing her my love for her, right? And it was demonstrative. It was demonstrative through phone calls. It was demonstrative to like just different things. I won't go into everything that we did as far as like how we, discussed things that we were going to do, but it was all demonstrative, okay? As far as like, the sending of roses, the sending of funds, the whatever was necessary, okay? Not that I'm a big bank like that, because I'm not, but it was just my way of, no, I'm not. But anyway, it was just my way of just showing her that, hey, look, that whatever I have, such as I have, is yours. Okay, so that's the wooing process. I had to woo her to show her that I loved her and that she could be safe in my love. Now, to her credit, she had a momentary lapse of judgment. Okay, and she said, she said yes, and she said yes. So in a lapse of judgment, she bought into everything that I said and did. Okay, so y'all can't fault her for that. Okay, so it was like her judgment just went out the window, and here she's my wife now. Okay, at the end of the day, I love you for it, though, of course. And so anyway, right? She said yes. Now watch this. Stay with me. Even though she said yes, and we're talking about from the perspective of love, and we've been together for 3 years, but now I'm about to change the whole game real quick. Stay with me. Okay. Now, for all the demonstrative nature of my love that I did, and I want somebody to answer this in the chat, okay? Answer this in the chat if you can. For all the demonstrative nature of my love, and for everything that I was doing to woo her with my love, what if she came to me and said, now listen to what I'm saying before I get to my question. What if after doing everything that I could to show her that she could feel safe in my love and feel secure in my love, if she just simply said, well, you know what, Sean, thanks, but no thanks. Okay. Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate what you're doing, but no, it's not going to work for me. Sorry. Okay. Out of my love. Now, here's my question. If she said no to me, out of my love, and somebody answer this in the chat, what would have been the proper thing for me to do? Somebody answer that in the chat real quick. What would have been a proper thing for me to do? I give you a couple seconds. What would have been the right thing for the lover to do if she said no to all my wooing and my advances? Anybody? Nobody don't want to answer that. See, that's a trick question. Okay. Well, here I'll help you out a little bit. If I love her and if she said no, okay, she said no to my wooing and everything else. Did somebody answer? Pray for her and understand. Well, yeah, there's that. I had to do that when she said yeah. Okay, so let's see what somebody else says. Okay, keep pursuing her. There's that. Still love her. Boom. Who's this? Jasmine? Jasmine, that's the correct answer that I'm looking for. Okay, that's the correct answer, right? Yes, the prayer is good, but here I'm going somewhere with this, and you're gonna see where I'm going with this. Stay with me because I'm about to get a little controversial. If I love her, the best thing for me to do would be to let her go. Because if I force my love on her, now it's a difference between pursuing, right? That's different, okay? But stay with me here because I'm going somewhere with this. The best thing for me to do out of love and respect for her is to let her go. Because if I kept wooing her and kept because at this point, love cannot be forced because it's not love. It's violation. So even if I brought her all the way here to Michigan with me, okay, and even if I kept wooing and wooing and wooing, but if her heart was not in the love, I violated the person that she is. I'm forcing her to operate within a realm that she wouldn't be comfortable in because the love is not reciprocated. And that's not love. That's actually torment. Okay? Why do I say that? Because this is where we get into the serious nature of love. Watch this. Not too many preachers will talk on this, but we're going to keep it real tonight. Okay? Watch this. Even the idea, because look, we know that John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever shall believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. But we have to add verse 17 to that. For God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but through the world through him might be saved. Okay? All right? So watch this. God is always constantly wooing us. That's why the Bible says man does not have an excuse. Okay? Man cannot deny the existence of God. God, there are even blessings. Listen, there are even blessings that God gives that not only does he give to the just, but even to the unjust.
He's a loving God.
He's a loving God like that. But even for all of that, God knows that for all my love, I can't force my love on you. I can't just drag you into my presence. Okay? I can't drag you into my presence because sin as a whole, like I was telling my wife when we was preparing for this, sin as a whole is just more than the titles that we give it. You know, lying, cheating, stealing, lust, pride. Yes, that's all sin. But when you talk about what is called the Adamic nature or the nature of Adam, right? All of us have adopted it. We all got it. And the nature of that is that we all try to hide from God.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Okay? We all try to run away from God. Okay, we don't want to have nothing to do with God. Matter of fact, there was an atheist babe, I can't think of his name right now, but the very idea of God, he went to his grave saying is not only that I don't believe in God, but I don't even want him to exist. I hate the very nature of God. Okay? Think about that for a minute. This man not only didn't just not want to have a professing belief, but he said, I just hope that he's not even really real. I don't want him to be real. Okay? That's really the Adamic nature or the Adam nature that all of us have, unless we respond to the wooing that God gives us. So exactly. So what happens with that? Watch this. I'm gonna get controversial. Even the idea of hell, okay, is a sign of God's love.
Jesus.
I'm gonna say it one more time. Even the idea of hell is a sign of God's love, because you know what God is saying? If I can't woo you with my love, if the ultimate fulfillment of my love of giving you my son so that I can declare you righteous in my presence is not enough, then you know what? Whatever it is that you feel that you can get satisfaction in, apart from my love, I'm going to give it to you.
Release you to it.
And not because I'm mad at you, it's because I love you.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you. And am I going to be grieved? If I could speak as God, is God going to be grieved? Yeah. I would have been hurt if this young lady wouldn't have accepted my love. Okay? I would have been hurt. But at the same time, I had to respect her right to say no. And if she said no to me, I had to let her go. I would have to let her go. And yes, that's where the praying comes in at. Okay? But at the end of the day, that's God's love towards us. God, oh my goodness, God loves us so much.
Yes, he does.
Mm.
He loves us so much.
That he was willing to tabernacle in flesh. Come on, give me a couple amens in the chat. Give me a couple amens in the chat. Okay? That he took on the limitations of human flesh.
Yeah.
So that he can just not only show his great love for us, but that he can identify with us. That if we just trust in him, have that relationship with him. And I don't know about y'all, but I'll say this and I'll turn it over to my wife and then we'll close out. I don't know about y'all, but I've come face to face with my sin nature. I know what I'm capable of. Okay, if I was left to myself, not too many preachers will admit this. I know what I'm capable of if I was left to myself. I know what can go on in here and here. I think I said this at the last time I had a teaching with y'all. There's going to be a lot of us that miss heaven by 18 inches. That's the distance from your head to your heart. Okay? Because I know what goes on here and I know what goes on here. And this is why I have to yield this to God on the daily. Okay? Because I just want to hear him say, well done. Is there anybody else out there that just want to hear him say, well done? Okay, I know I do. Because how could I not love after he showed this unyielding love for somebody that's not worthy? I know some of y'all a little holier than thou, whatever the case is, wherever you are. But me, I know the wretch that I am, and I know that I thank God that he can use me this jacked up jar of clay that he was willing to put on the potter's wheel to mold and to shape into what I am. That's why I'm so adamant. When you love like that, just like when you have a wife that loves you, it motivates you to do things, to make sure that she's taken care of. I'll defend her honor. I'll do whatever, right? I'm the same way when it comes to God, okay? Because God didn't have to love me the way I'm being selfish with it right now too. He didn't have to love me the way that he loves me. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it right there because I got to turn into whole another hour of sermons, and I'm not, and I'm not gonna torture y'all like that. But Dave, you want to say anything before we close out?
So thank God, all that you said, and thank God that, that we can go to God. You want to know what love is, and we say, this is love. God is love.
Amen.
He wants to pursue. God's been pursuing us, and not even just pursuing us. He gave us His Son, Jesus, that whosoever believeth in Him, like my husband was saying, you know, if you want to accept God in your life, if you want to accept Christ in your life, this is the time. If you want to know what love is, it's Jesus Christ. It's through Jesus Christ that we can know who love is. It's spending time, like I was saying earlier, with God, so we can love our neighbors, we can love our families, and not only that, we can love the unlovable. That's the importance of knowing what real love is, because a lot of people don't know what real love is. So many people go in life, go through life. You never know what their challenges is. You never know how they grew up, or some people grow up without a family. Some people grow up in a family and may not get love. That's why we need to step up and know truly who God is, and allow God to show us what true love is, what this is real love. When you allow God to show you, to reveal to you His love for you, because that's it. We love God, but God wants you to know tonight that He loves you. You know what I'm saying? He loves you with an unfailing love, with a love that goes from one generation to the next generation, with a love that will provide for you, a love that will heal you, a love that will cover you, a love that will be a shepherd to you, be a father, be a mother. He's a friend. He's better than life. When I talk about it, oh my gosh, I'll start crying. I'm a crier, because
Yes,
when
yes.
you get to know the love of a father, when you get to know God and who He is, He's able to do everything for you. Everything you need is in God. Everything you need is in the Lord, as far as finances, as far as love. He fulfills those things inside of us. He gives us what we need. And this is love.
This is love.
This is
This
love.
is love.
So,
It sounds like the name of a TV show, don't it? They're a show like, oh, This Is Us. That's the name of that TV show, right? I don't really watch it. I know it's a great show, but that's not like a TV show, don't it? This is love.
this is love.
This Friday on This Is Love.
Of course, he's got to bring the laughter, and I
Yeah.
love that, because he keeps me laughing all the time, and that is love. That's love. Like I said, we want to say, oh, this has been beautiful, and it has been beautiful, but when you work together in a marriage, and I don't know why I keep going here, but I don't know, someone needs to know that when you love each other and you're in a marriage, it's work, but you have to work through it with love. And it
Amen.
has to be real love. It has to be authentic. And it has to be a godly love. So, yes, we are finished tonight. And
Let me
we
see some
hope
of those
and
comments real
pray
quick. Let me see.
that you
God
guys
is love.
receive
Mm-hmm.
something out of that, that this is love. And how you obtain that is to know God and to allow Him to show you what really love is.
Yes, sir.
And so, with that, we would love to if you feel like, before that, if you want to sow a seed tonight, yes, if you want to sow a seed tonight, you could do that. And before that, if you want to show, no, I'll go back to that. Something just popped up on the screen. But if you want to sow a seed tonight, if you want to give, we have several ways of giving. I'm not sure if they put it on the screen or not, but you could text by giving. It is on the screen, actually. It's 855-463-1525. We have several ways of giving. Cash App also. It's on the screen. We can also through PayPal, and also you can do it by envelope if you want to send it. You can do that too. That should be up on the screen also. It's showing on the screen. There's several ways of giving. Trust me when I say you cannot beat God's giving. You cannot beat his giving, because I can just share a quick testimony. God is so good, through COVID and everything that's happening. The company that I was working for, they folded. But God is so good because he allowed me to open my own business. I have my own business and everything. And two, because I'm a tither and because I understand the principle of sowing a seed on fertile ground, this Elohim kingdom is fertile ground. It's good ground, sound teaching, and we're learning to love. And in that being transparent, God was able to keep us. He kept working through, even COVID. And because, I give, and because I'm a cheerful giver, because that it's a hard thing with that, with being a cheerful giver. And because of that, one more month, I will owe no man but love. He has done some wonderful things. And I'm like, Lord, how did this happen? How did this happen? Because I decided to give. I don't care a dollar could come my way. And I'm going to take out what I need to take out and give. And I'm not ashamed to say it either. I will give. I will give what's due to the Lord. And actually, if you read the word, when you read the word, it says 10%. So if you want to sow a seed, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for your contribution. And also, if you want to connect with us, you can connect with us. If you want to become a full citizen, if you are looking for a church ministry, if you're looking for a change of mindset, if you're looking to get word, this is the place to come to, where we are learning to love, where love is truly the standard. We talk about it, but we truly show love. Where we connect at. So if you want to become a full citizen, type 7. There are ministers online. There's someone that can contact you. Or if you want to be in watch care, I was in watch care for about 2 months, and then the Lord spoke to me, and we decided to, I joined. So some people were there for a month, some people 2 weeks. Like myself, I was there for 2 months, and I decided to join. And it's a place where if you are, in transition, if you're trying to figure out where God is trying to lead you. We have the apostles that will pray with you, that will connect with you. And we have Watch Care Online, which is all, it's not just here in Michigan where we reside at, but it's all over, all the way to, I believe there's in different places in Chicago, Bermuda. We are nation. And so we're called to the nation. And so therefore, if you want to do Watch Care, it's you pick 5. And if you want to give your life to Christ, we talked about that. We talked about, God gave his son, and that's what sums it up. It's loving. God gave his son, you know, to us so we could have a life. God gave his son. He came so we could have a life and live it more abundantly. And if you want to give your life to Christ, we have ministers standing by. All you have to do is push 8. And before we go, I know we have some announcements. We also have, if they haven't put it up on the screen yet, our radical youth is coming up on this Friday, I believe, February 11th. It's speed dating with the young people that's happening. If you have any young adults, which is it's going to be a good time of worship, and they're coming together, and they're going to be speed dating. It's not like what you think it is, so you have to come out and support. Send your youth out there. They are looking forward. They are excited. They cannot wait for this Friday. That's going to be so good. And also, With that, we have the Love with Less Stress coming up, I believe, on the 12th. Right, babe? I think so. Yes, it's the 12th. Yes, yes. It's on the 12th. And we registered. So we're excited. It's Love with Less Stress. If you're married, or if you're thinking about married, if you're engaged, if you're in a relationship, this is the place to be. And I believe it's 55. You still can register online if you go to our website. You can register online. I believe it's 55, and it's this Saturday. And two, food is included. So you cannot beat that price. And, it's about love. So
It's about love.
we're going to be there.
Yep,
And let me see, is there anything else? Oh, yes, the Royal Priesthood, which is March 12th, I believe. The Royal Ball Priesthood is coming up, where you can wear your finest. Men wear your top hats, women wear your ball gowns. I'm not sure if there's tickets left, but if there is, you can go on to our website and find out all that information. We have a lot going on, and we just want to thank you so much. This is H2O Bible study. We thank you. And again, this is love, and this is what love is. And because of we are what? We are love is the standard. And we are learning to love, creating change, and making a difference.
Yep.
Bless you guys.
Bless you all. And with that being said, there's another thing about love. I love food. So I got to go eat. So I hope that y'all had a good time. Okay, so I got some food waiting on me. I love food too. Okay, so I'm going to eat. But God bless y'all and have a wonderful night.
Love you guys. Have a good night.